Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So coming up, we have passes for The Neighborhood here at the Q101 Lounge, Loungapalooza. That's coming up just after 9 o'clock. Plus, we're going to do a Q times 2 with bands playing at Lollapalooza. Get you fired up for tomorrow where it all starts. But first, let's get to some music and entertainment news here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And boy, did I get punched in the gut this morning. I'll do pour one out music for this. Very sad, very sad. Of all things, it was a listener, Fitzy, that texted in and said, you're going to pour one out today for Glenn Hansard. And this is an artist that I came to love through my wife. And I was like, what? And turns out, Glenn Hansard, who maybe you've seen open for Eddie Vedder like I did at the Auditorium Theater about 4 years ago, or Pearl Jam at Wrigley Field a couple years ago. He's got a very tight relationship with Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and he brings him up. In fact, he brought him up at Wrigley Field to do a duet. He's an Oscar-winning Irish musician and star of Once, a musical, which one of me and Megan's first dates, she took me to that musical, and we bonded over the music. He died at the age of 56 in a motorcycle crash in Dublin in the middle of the night. It says it was a single vehicle crash. I don't know any more details on that right now. But certainly Ireland and Dublin is hurting today. And just people that were fans through Eddie Vedder. Maybe you were a Pearl Jam fan. I remember Megan saying I bought her tickets as a surprise for Eddie Vedder at the Auditorium Theater because she wanted to go really bad. We got seats, and she goes, we have to go early to see Glenn Hansard. And I'm like, can we just get some dinner and then see Eddie Vedder? I think you do that a lot. And instead, she talked me into making sure we were there for every song of Glenn Hansard. And I was addicted from the second this guy started playing guitar and singing. You might know one of his, I guess it's a very emotional song, Falling Slowly, which you wouldn't think I'd be putting on here right now, but this is a beautiful song that he won the Oscar for.
Take this St. Campbell and pour it home. We've still got time.
I don't have the audio of it, but him and Eddie Vedder sang that song at Wrigley Field during that show. So they sang that one. And but then the guy could play this. He plays just acoustic guitar by himself on stage and just used to rip. And I'm so glad. It's one of those things, when your partner introduces you to a band and then all of a sudden you like them almost more than they do. Mm-hmm. My wife was really upset this morning when I laid that information on her. So Glenn Hansard, dead at the age of 56. Really, really sad. I'm sure you're going to see tribute. There's already some tributes out there, but from Pearl Jam and Eddie Vedder's camp in that world. So really, really a bummer. I almost started crying this morning. I don't even know why. It's weird. Emotions can take you over with the power of music.
Yeah, why do you think it hit you so hard?
I think because of the connection with my wife, because she introduced him to me, and sometimes, a partner introduces songs, and you go to a show with somebody because they want to go, not because you want to go. Mm-hmm. And so I couldn't believe how I was captivated with him. And you know what else upsets me? And I know we have a lot of things to get to here, but he was doing a show at the Old Town School of Folk. This was, I think it was last year. And I said, we should go to that one. I've seen him twice, so I was very blessed. And I don't know whose fault it was, but the Old Town School of Folk, the tickets got released early on the pre-sale, and they were sold out in seconds.
That's
and
a small room.
Small room. I was really mad but who do you complain to? They said it's just already done, and what can you do? And so I said,
kick somebody else out of the show. I want to go.
That's what I would love to do. But instead I go, well, we'll just see him next time he comes around. And now I won't. And But I got to see him. I'm so happy I got to see him twice, but if anybody that sees him and knows from the Pearl Jam shows, from Eddie Vedder shows, just really powerful. And I really got emotional this morning early. No way to get out of that except for, hey, let's talk about some positive things going on with Lollapalooza to bring you up and how the power of music can change you. That's what some of these bands will do. And Case has his path to greatness for Lollapalooza. And Case goes to more shows than any of us. He knows all these bands more than any of us. And so,
He's probably in that room you were trying to get into.
You have my tickets to Glenn Hansard? You had those?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. You know me. You can't keep me out of the Old Town School of Folk. I saw one show there when I saw the artist Julia Jacklin there, who's a magnificent Australian singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
And everybody stayed seated the entire show. And the seats there were like church pews. And about halfway through, she goes, you guys can stand and dance if you want, and everybody still stayed seated.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay, this is weird. You guys are really committed to sitting down. All right, cool.
I say this with all love. A lot of old hippies go to the shows at the Old Town School of Folk, and they want to sit.
And this was young, spry, hip, sexy Gen Z people, and we still wanted to sit.
Let me tell you something. That is my kind of show. I want to. That's why Lionel Richie was my favorite concert ever. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Let's all just sit and enjoy.
I got to do one more text. That's a sad part of it, but also emotional. Like maybe the connection to him. 708 first-time texter said, "Oh my God, I'm in tears over that news about Glenn Hansard. My wife and I, so it's a guy crying like me. My wife and I fell in love and saw him once." Many times they've seen him. They played Falling Slowly, that song I played at their wedding. It's a big wedding song.
Yeah.
And heartbreaking. And other people checking in. I'm crying in my car. Listen, I had to stop the fact earlier today. I go, I can't figure out why I'm so emotional because I think it is the connection to my wife and this guy, this artist. He was really great.
Yeah, we do a fact that makes your brain go boom every day at 6:30. And today's fact for a minute was Brian crying.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys out there, don't be afraid to cry. Just do it alone in your car, not like me on the radio.
In front of everybody.
Yeah,
No
God.
one wants to see that.
I've lost all my cred. I can't do anything. If I had any cred, it's gone.
Yeah, you had so much. That's the problem.
I had acres of street cred.
And that's how they measure that, is by the acre.
Yeah, but it's all gone because I cried. All right. Well, Case, tell us about the positivity and power of music of artists you may not be thinking about seeing a lot of. The big names are all out there, but Case dives deep, and he introduced us to Silly Goose last year, which was tremendous.
Silly Goose and The Dare, which I know became one of Kenzie's favorite artists. And
Yeah.
So
I love the Dare.
Yes, you do. And so on Q101 social media right now, on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you'll see the Lollapalooza schedule with my face next to every band that I'm planning on going to see or that I recommend going to see. Because I want people, whether they're at Lollapalooza for one day or they're there all 4 days, or maybe they're not going at all, but they just want to discover some new music. I want people to be able to maximize their festival-going experience. And so I've been doing this for years now. Started with Riot Fest. Now I do it for Lolla as well, where I have a path to greatness. To me, it's the best way to spend your time at the festival. And over the last few years, we've taken this time a day before the festival, and people are sort of finalizing what they're going to do, who they're going to see, how they're going to spend time with their friends at Grant Park, to maybe highlight a few bands that don't get played on Q101 or don't get played on Q101 a ton. And I really like those bands. And one of those bands is a band called Loathe. They're playing Friday at 5:30 at the Tito's Handmade Vodka stage, which is going to be popping all weekend long.
Yeah, there's a lot of big names on that
Can you
stage.
spell that quick?
Yes, I can. Loathe. I'll do it spelling bee style. Loathe. Loathe. Loathe.
Oh, loathe.
Yes.
I see.
Now,
Excellent question.
Use it in a sense, Kenzie.
I loathe you.
Well, I thought you were going to be a little more creative than that.
What?
Kenzie, I call that a grand slam. Well done.
Thank you.
So, Jesus. Just ready to go. So, we've talked about the band Knocked Loose before, who are super loud, super yelly. And Knocked Loose played the Salt Shed 2 years ago on a show with a bunch of other hardcore bands that I was familiar with. Loathe played second to last. They were the band before Knocked Loose, and I did not know them. And I did not know what I was in store for, which is this part heavy metal, part shoegazy band. I think they take a lot of influence from Deftones, where they have very crunchy guitar but very clean vocals. And they're playing Friday at the Tito's Handmade Vodka stage at 5:30. And for those that run to the Facebook comments section when this lineup is announced and go, there's no new rock bands anymore, you are wrong, because there's bands like this, and this is what they're going to sound like on Friday.
Damn, that's the Deftones.
And I've always said that I like bands that rip off Deftones more than Deftones themselves.
Well, I
And
think
so,
they have their own spin on it, but definitely that crunchy low-end guitars
Yeah.
with those searing vocals. Oh, I love it.
So that's 5:30, and then you got to remember that Friday night, they play right before Youngblood on the Bud Light stage.
Wow.
You can go to Loathe, and then Youngblood, grab a snack, Desert Island, and then go back and see the Pumpkins. That's your Friday night right there.
But peruse Desert Island online before you get there because there's too many choices. You don't want to miss. You don't want to leave Loathe early or get the Youngblood late.
Listen, you need to have some time at Desert Island. You're not going to look ahead of time. Make sure you schedule time to peruse.
Yes. Yes. Have your plan laid out. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that, Case.
That's excellent. So Saturday, you're going to have to get there early. There's a band, and this is confusing because they're playing Saturday, but the band is called Sunday 1994.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's very confusing, I know.
Why do they just put them on Sunday?
Brian, I'm not in the band. I don't know.
What a tough thing to name your band, knowing that you would perform on many different days. And why would you do that?
So they're going to play Lollapalooza Saturday as well, but their Lolla set is Saturday at the Allianz stage at 12:25. So you got to get there early. I'm obsessed with this band. They're the band I'm most excited to see this weekend because I haven't had the chance to see them before. They remind me a lot of the Smiths and Echo and the Bunnymen. They have this classic sort of modern rock 80s sound, and they sound like this.
Braiding my hair, you're drinking a beer, car chase on the TV, leave me here, dinner's in the oven, oh, it's gonna take more than nuclear war to tear me away from you.
Wait, what were they called again? I like them the best so far.
Sunday 1994.
Let me type it into my Spotify because I want to lose Sunday.
Get that taken.
1994. Okay.
I just want to say, the singer is stunning.
Quite the looker.
Stunning.
Big
You
fan.
literally obsessed,
I'm,
right,
I'm,
Brian?
I'm literally obsessed with the singer of Sunday,
Literally.
1994. Oh, my God.
Gagged.
Oh, my
Now,
God.
what song did we just play a snippet of?
So that is the song called TV Car Crash, TV Car
Okay.
Chase.
See, now I'll add that to my liked song.
Yes, I can't wait for them again. That's Saturday morning, 12:25, one of the first bands that play that day at the Allianz stage. The band is Sunday, 1994. They're playing Saturday. I know it's confusing. Everybody try to keep up.
It's super confusing.
There's, on Q101.com and our socials, there is the Lala plan laid out there. Just have your readers to find all these bands. We'll be all good. Okay.
Do you guys have the energy for one more recommendation?
Yay!
I do.
Okay. Sunday morning, 12:50, the Lord's Day. Another band playing Lollapalooza. They're actually playing Lollapalooza tomorrow, and I'll be hosting that. But they play Lala Sunday, 12:50 at the Airbnb stage. The band is called The Bends, not the Radiohead album, but there's a band called The Bends. They remind me a ton of young, interesting, vibrant Kings of Leon.
Oh.
When that band first came out, everybody called them the Southern Strokes. And then Kings of Leon went on to become this arena rock band, and they expanded their sound, and they kind of became something different. And the Ben said, what if we became the Southern Strokes? And so I can't wait for that. This is their song, Smoking in Bed.
Yeah.
They're good too, Case.
Kenzie sounds so surprised.
Wow.
You know,
Did
Kings,
not do a bad job. Very nice.
Kings
I
of-
like that. What was their names again?
That's the Bends. That song is called Smoking in Bed.
Kings of Leon screwed up. They should have just been like the Bends.
They could have been doing that.
They could have been doing this.
I think that band's going to be massive. I can't wait to see them. Their big thing is they've been playing a bunch of college shows at SEC schools. So college kids drinking, smoking, being crazy. These guys are rock stars. They're super cool. They're younger than I am, which really intimidates me.
Oh,
but
boy.
they're Sunday at the Airbnb stage. They're going to go on at 12:50. I love them. I can't wait to see them.
Great job, Case. Case's path to greatness at
Yay.
Lala.
I have a couple new songs I like, Case.
That's
Very
the goal.
good.
That's why I'm here.
And that's why we do this. There's the big name headliners. We love the Pumpkins to death on Friday night. And there's even some, medium
Ever heard of
headliners.
them?
Even medium headliners. But these are the bands that will be your future favorite bands.
Future
and,
headliners, hopefully.
And listen, when Case does this, usually the band blows up. At least one of the three blows up monstrous.
Batting
So
about
good news
300.
for them.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're batting 333, you're like an all-star.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
So that's the Loathe. Some people were texting in about these bands. The first band was Loathe. Next one was Sunday 1994 playing Saturday. Weird.
Trying to keep up.
And then the Bends playing the Airbnb stage 12:50. By the way, Loathe is playing the Tito stage on Friday at 5:30. And the whole schedule, really good stuff. I want to see all three. So you should too.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. What are you taking away from today's show with Brian and Kenzie? Hit us up, 312-967-8300. That's your takeaway from today's show, something that was memorable to you. Text that in right now, 312-967-8300 for your takeaway. And we did announce earlier in the show today, tomorrow's very special. You must listen to the entire show. And we're sorry about that. You have to listen to the entire show. I know how horrible that must be. But at 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30, we're going to play pumpkin songs. 4 different ones. Then, after the show, me and Kenzie are heading to 900 South Wabash for the Smashing Pumpkins pop-up.
Wabash, baby.
Yeah.
See you there.
That's for the Lollapalooza pop-up they're doing with Pumpkins merch. I'm understanding there's exclusive Chicago Pumpkins merch there. They're performing Friday night at Lollapalooza. But we'll have in hand paper tickets to the Pumpkins in October, the Rats in a Cage tour. So if you can name one of the songs we played, either 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, or 9:30, when you see me and Kenzie walk out front of the Smashing Pumpkins pop-up, first person to get to us, and while they last, we'll give you tickets if you can name one of the songs. If you can name all 4, and you're the first person to do that, you're going to be in the damn front row. You're going to scare Billy Corrigan. That's what it's like. You know, sometimes Billy Corrigan can like scare you, and but this, you're going to scare him. And you can yell the whole show. Do Siamese Dream, do the whole thing. Play the whole thing.
Well, they're doing most of Melancholy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but you want him to do the other album.
Yeah, well, I want him to
He'll
step.
love if you sit up front and yell that. He'll love it.
I want you to be there for like 4 hours. You can do that. They can do that too. I feel like we got cheated because we never got that. The Siamese Dream in its entirety, the album play on its anniversary. And me and Case bumped into him at the tea shop up north. He wanted to do it. And the scheduling conflicts just didn't work out. We had a very fun conversation with Billy up there that time.
That was fun.
Yeah. He was just a bro just talking to us.
So if you win these front row tickets, you're going to have to yell at Billy Corgan the entire show to do another album, not the one that he's playing. And you should be sure to tell him that Q101 sent you and told you to do this.
100%.
He'll love it.
Yes.
100%.
And
I
then
can't think
we'll-
of anything he'd like more than that, honestly.
So again, to be clear, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30, we'll play a pumpkin song. That'll just help you get ready for Friday with at Lollapalooza Pumpkins, which will be fantastic. First time they've headlined since 1994 Lollapalooza. And then if you can name all 4, when you see us at 900 South Wabash, all that information at Q101.com and our socials, the Smashing Pumpkins pop-up. You name all 4, you get in the front row. You can name just one, we'll still give you tickets while they last. Kenzie's holding the tickets. Let's make that very
Well,
clear.
you're getting a little weird with them, so I'm going to take them from you.
Yeah, I haven't held a paper ticket in a long time.
You know,
very nice.
One of the great things about when you're at Will Call, if you win tickets from us for a show at the Salt Shed or the Riv or the Aragon, on the off chance that we don't send you the digital tickets, but we send you to Will Call, they give you paper tickets. And I was at the Salt Shed on Saturday for the Howlmouth show, paper tickets.
Right.
Felt pretty good walking in like I'm in a strip club flexing my dollars, but instead I'm flexing my ticket.
Instead of it being at the gate and they say, let's see your tickets, and you have to like do that weird eye thing because your eyes are still, you don't have your glasses, or you have mine, you got to do like the,
My
let's
glasses.
see, my glasses. Let me find it, scroll. Oh, the code's not coming up, the QR code. Oh, crap. Make it bigger. Can you make it bigger so I can scan it? And then you have this panic attack like it's not going to work.
And then you got to turn your brightness up because they can't scan it when the phone brightness is down.
And then they see that you've made the fonts extra large size on your texting. And you're like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, if you're trying to scan your digital ticket, why are your texts up? What is going wrong?
Just it might open the text app while you're trying to do it. And you're like, hold on one second. Hold on. Had a few beers pregame before the show here. Sorry, man. Let me get my phone out.
Sorry, I was drinking in the parking lot. I can't pull my ticket up now.
Sir, why is Pornhub up on your phone? I'm trying to show us your ticket, please.
Sorry, I'm excited for the show. Sorry.
I meant StubHub. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was an honest-to-God mistake.
So that won't happen to you at the Pumpkin Show at the United Center because you're going to have a paper ticket in hand.
Thank God.
I wonder if they're going to look at I wonder if they're going to look at you like you're crazy.
No.
Because you have a paper ticket.
No. Let me get out in front of that right now.
Yeah.
Live Nation drove to our office yesterday to hand us these tickets that have the United Center logo on them. The United Center knows you're coming with the paper tickets. You're not going to have an issue getting into the show.
If I was a person that worked at the United Center and just scanned, just monotonously over and over again, I would think you were a time traveler if you came back. I'd look for a UFO out in front of the building with a paper ticket.
The Melancholy Tour was 30 years ago. What are you doing here now?
Anyway, tomorrow, and again, 900 South Wabash, the Smashing Pumpkins pop-up, which, by the way, opens today at 10 a.m., and goes through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6. So if you want that exclusive merch, stop over there and get some stuff. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll have your takeaways coming up after Papa Roach.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Lauren's on her way in. Get us closer to Lollapalooza with some Lincoln Park on the way, Lifehouse, and more chances at My Chemical Romance in Hollywood on Halloween, the last show of the Black Parade Tour. We're giving away a trip for that, and she'll have a new keyword for you. So will Brian Phillips later on today. So just stick around. This is your spot, and Lollapalooza is tomorrow. Let's go. It's here. And tomorrow, people have asked, I just mentioned the Smashing Pumpkins thing. Myself and Kenzie will probably get there around 11. That's part of the secret. We'll sneak in there. You got to find us, but around 11 o'clock to 900 South Michigan. South Wabash.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because Lollapalooza is just off Michigan, and I would keep saying it's near Lollapalooza.
Wabash.
It's just one more street over. It's
Wabash.
one more over. So meet us there tomorrow around 11. First person to see us if they've heard the Pumpkin songs we play tomorrow morning, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. You'll get free tickets to the show in October. Can name all four. The first person gets front row tickets. How about that? So let's go to our takeaways. 312-967-8300. Case, what do you have for a takeaway?
Takeaway from Abby and Elgin. Taking an Uber after drinking, the right thing. Stabbing your friend, the wrong thing.
Finally, we just were clear on something today. Kenzie, what do you got?
847's takeaway. Use it in a sentence. Okay, I loathe you.
Okay, I got a laugh there today because I was kind of bummed out like Brenda was, who just texted in. And we found this out early in the show and says, my takeaway, and this is pretty deep, life is precious and short. Live it to your highest potential. Rip Glenn Hansard, who we talked about passing away tragically overnight in a motorcycle accident. If you've seen Pearl Jam, you've probably seen Glenn Hansard. He opened up many, many of their shows, and even Eddie Vedder's solo show at the Auditorium Theater, which was one of the great memories I have in music. He was a tremendous Irish songwriter, musician, an Oscar winner, just everything about it. Really sad today. I am, and I see some other people are as well, with Glenn Hansard. Case, what is on the podcast?
On the Brian and Kenzie podcast today, again, Lollapalooza week is here, so we have the Brian and Kenzie Mega Lollapalooza preview, where Brian messed up important dates and times of events that are happening.
But that's it. That's the only thing I messed up.
The only thing you messed up with that was all of the information that I gave you.
That was the only thing I messed up. Make that clear.
We also have a huge update on the Cracker Barrel CEO, or who once was the Cracker Barrel CEO. We have an announcement about Golden Ticket being even bigger than ever before. It's Wednesday, so a brand new head-to-headlines. And also my update on Lollapalooza's path to greatness this year, the under-the-radar bands that you should check out. That all lives on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
Late takeaway from 708. Takeaway, yes. Bouncing off Kenzie's abs.
Yes.
Yes.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.